We grow up believing that having more is always better. More clothes, more options, more goals, more information, until one day you realize you are living on autopilot and never have time for what truly matters.
Minimalism isn't about having less or settling for less. And understanding these 10 things completely changed my life. When you stop to think about it, everything you want requires some kind of care.
Dishes need to be washed, clothes need to be folded, the bed needs to be made, and all of this consumes the most valuable thing you have, your time. When we accumulate too many objects, we also accumulate tasks.
And that steals our freedom to focus on what really matters.
When you reduce the number of things around you, you automatically reduce the number of things you need to manage.
The result? More hours in your day, more mental clarity, and more space to focus on what truly makes a difference in your life.
We often think laziness comes out of nowhere, but many times it's born from clutter. Think about your closet. When you have just a few pieces you love and know well, choosing what to wear is easy. But when your closet is packed with clothes you don't use, don't remember, or that don't match anything, even choosing an outfit becomes stressful.
And when everything feels complicated,
you naturally procrastinate. Excess is exhausting. It confuses you. It steals your clarity.
Sometimes you are not low on energy. You are just surrounded by too much stuff. The phrase, the things you want ends up owning you, is real.
When you rely on objects to prove who you are, books to look intellectual, clothes to look elegant, you become dependent on them.
This makes your qualities fragile because they stop being part of you and start depending on what you want.
Minimalism reminds you that you are more than any object.
Your value is not on a shelf or a label, it's in your actions.
We keep papers, notebooks, photos, documents, as if each item held a piece of our story. And it does, but that doesn't mean we need to keep everything physically. Most of the things you save, you don't even remember you have.
And they take up space, collect dust, and create more work.
Digitally, memories stay alive, without taking up any physical space.
When your memories are stored digitally, you free physical space and mental space to live new ones.
We tend to think that if there's an empty spot, something should go there. But that's just a habit, not a rule.
Empty space has a purpose too. It breathes, it calms you, it allows movement.
Sometimes what you are missing in life isn't another object. It is an empty space that belongs only to you. A space with no purpose, no pressure, no expectation.
The emptiness might be exactly what brings the lightness you've been craving.
Being productive is great, but stay busy all the time creates a congested mind. The best insights don't appear when we are rushing. They come in the shower, on a walk, or simply when we are doing nothing. This empty time isn't laziness, it's mental space.
Without pause, there's no clarity. And without clarity, life becomes automatic.
We are bombarded with information all day. Notifications, videos, news, opinions, suggestions, all at once. If you don't filter it, you drown.
Your mind stays constantly full, but never truly focused on anything.
You don't need to know everything happening in the world, especially the bad news.
You can't change most of it anyway, and it only adds negativity to your life.
The best thing you can do is focus on your life and think about how you can make a positive impact on others.
When you consciously choose what to consume, you gain much more energy to think, reflect, create, and contribute. YouTube, for example, became a way for me to contribute and inspire people. So if this content is resonating with you, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. That way, you will also be helping me out.
Just because something is free doesn't mean it comes without a price. Everything that enters your home or your life takes up space, requires care, and consumes energy. You are not paying with money, you are paying with time, attention, and peace of mind.
So before you accept something just because it's free, ask yourself,
how much is the space in my home worth? How much is my peace worth?
The answers are usually more valuable than any price tag.
When you only focus on what's missing, everything you already have loses its meaning. Gratitude isn't some distant philosophy. It's a daily practice that's changed the way you see your life.
You may not have everything you want yet, but you've already achieved things that once felt impossible. Being grateful doesn't stop you from wanting more.
It just stops you from being unhappy while you are getting there.
Minimalism is not a universal formula.
Each person has their own reality, lifestyle, priorities, and values.
The point isn't to follow a rule, but to understand what truly brings meaning and joy to your life.
Minimalism is about making conscious choice and prioritizing what actually matters.
And what matters to me may be completely different from what matters to you.
In short, it's not about having the fewest things possible.
It's about having less of what doesn't matter, so you can focus on what does.